How yous all doing? It's Ravie Davie here, the fresh Prince of the Ramoy Square, and this is my partner,
Georgia. And we are joined tonight by David's Can of Monster. So, New Year's resolution is
out the windy.
out the windy.
This is the 10 years in podcast, and it is episode 28.
It is, yes. So, David broke his New Year's resolution by drinking a can of Monster, and I also broke my 6-month ban last night of no eating chocolate, and I feel a bit rotten about it today.
I can't. I don't need it. It's an energy drink. I know I can go without it like I done in January, but I need to. I've not been. I need my energy. You know what I mean? I'm out flying every day. I'm also going to the gym. I'm up late at night because I can't really sleep because my head's all over the place. I'm going to the school. I'm wrestling training. I'm got to Ireland and staying up watching the Royal Rumble. You know what I mean? I'm all over the place. And
you had a candidate already, or was that your first one?
That's my first one. I'm trying to.
God, and you're drinking it at 6 o'clock at night.
So I'm trying. I'm limiting it. Obviously, like, I really do need it. So I'm drinking it at the podcast because I feel like I need the energy after I've been out for. I was done about. Me and John were doing flats. We get rid of about 1,000 flyers.
Amazing. Where were you flying?
One day, St George's Cross, like, where the Mary Hall Community Halls is.
And this is for a show that we've got in April.
4th of April, CPW presents from Milan to Mary Hall. The reason it's called that is because we've got some Italian wrestlers on the show. In Ringoro, Renzo Rose, the Flamingo and Falco, and we could get other ones. We've also got the Sunshine Machine coming up from London.
They're good, aren't they?
Rev Pro Tag Champions. They're brilliant.
We saw them when we were in Milan.
Italy, that's what I've seen them.
Mary Hill is such an amazing venue. I think it's because it's got the theatre seating. Mary Hill and Helensburgh, I would say, are probably two of my faves, like outside the Govan.
Do you know what? Somebody actually asked me today. It's obviously Govan's my favourite venues, but I like rugby. I like Glencairn. I think it's.
I don't like it because I don't get to watch wrestling, because where we stand in the Glencairn or Rutherglen to sell the t-shirts, it's nowhere near the wrestling ring, and then because the shows do so well in the Glencairn, everybody's all squashed in. You actually can't see the ring, really.
Speaking of the Glencairn, but we'll be there this Friday for Attitude Pro Wrestling. I'll be defending my title against Sammy D for the second time. I'll be wrestling Sammy D, former OTT champion, one of the best from Ireland. But I'm the best in Scotland, and I'm going to prove that by beating Sammy D for a second time and then beating whoever wins the Rugby Rumble. I was the first ever Rugby Rumble winner.
Last year?
Yep, last year on my 30th birthday. So this year I will go... I'll be 2 for 2 at the Rugby Rumble. Last year I won in the Rugby Rumble, and this year I'll be winning my match, which means I'll never have been defeated at the Rugby Rumble.
Amazing.
So that's my wee prediction for that. Who's actually got to win the Rugby Rumble to verse me? I don't know. There's a lot of good wrestlers.
I think Manky Frankie.
Do you think Manky Frankie's got to win it? I'm
putting my money on Manky Frankie.
If I could see.
He's a hit in Rutherglen.
Hopefully it's Eric Young, so I get to wrestle him, man.
Oh, aye.
I'd like that. But you never know. So I'm buzzing for that. That's exciting, and it kind of starts a big, long wrestling adventure for the next couple of weeks. Got that full of a wrestling the week after. Then after that, I've got Newcastle and such. Then the week after that, we've got Govan and Bannockburn. Then the week after that, I've got Germany. Week after that, we've got Drumchapel. Week after that, we've got the hardcore wrestling for Glasgow, so you actually know because you're going to be away. Then the week after that, I'm in Ireland, I think. Then the week after that, also actually the Bannockburn thing is also the day that the school opens.
Oh, is it the 1st of March?
1st of March. Then we've just got a lot of shows.
Yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot. So
no, them are real shows, to be fair.
Plenty to talk about for the next upcoming episodes. So if you've made it to episode 28, by the way, thank you so much. We appreciate all of this support all the time. More and more people are subscribing to the YouTube every week, but we know we've got like loyal people that are listening consistently, like every single week, and people are starting to write in now with stories and stuff, which is so exciting. Last week, after last week's episode, a couple of people wrote in and we were like shouting on each other, like, oh, we're starting to get some interaction and stuff. So it just shows like a bit of consistency then it'll come. Like what the results that we were looking for started to like show up. People are interacting, people are talking to us about it when they see us in the street and stuff.
Exactly, and that's it was actually somebody was saying to me on TikTok about it. They were like, "You should stop doing that podcast." So obviously, I'm mad troll trying to get wide ones. I was like, "Why would I actually do a podcast? I love doing it. Not it's something that
Yeah.
I really enjoy and is growing. It's getting bigger, better every week, and that's what we're wanting." So,
I think that in this society, people think that if you're not getting a certain amount of numbers or if your followers are not at a certain level, then you should just quit. Whereas you should just keep going. If it's something that you truly enjoy, then why should your views and stuff let you be put off?
exactly. Think about it. It took me technically actually took me about 7 or 8 years, actually longer than that, because I was trying to be about 10, about 12 to 10 to 12 years before I actually kind of blew up on social media. I would kind of get a wee bit on Facebook and that, but before, even when I was younger, I was always trying to like, go
Yeah.
viral and stuff like that. It doesn't just happen. And even at that, if the podcast never was to get massive numbers of that, I would still keep doing it, because it's not about the numbers, it's about the fact that I get to create something with Georgia, enjoy myself at once a week, having good conversations, vibing, all that stuff. Not I mean, get a big time
Vibing.
of missing. Actually, it's the only word we make a week for each other. Not I mean.
I like this specific week. To be fair, right, probably in my past life, I probably would have been one of the persons that would have like gave up on the basis of the views and the following and that, because that's something that I would have cared about before. But you've taught me to be like, if this is something that you really like, then you just keep going and you don't actually let it bother you.
Plus, anyway, what is a bad number of views? Not I mean, let's say the latest podcast we've got on YouTube, it's got like 127 views. Imagine there's 127 people in this room right now watching us.
Exactly.
That would be fucking
you
mental.
always forget that,
No, I
don't
mean,
you?
that's what people obviously. People probably see it and all that, because I do get quite a lot of views on TikTok, that I should just expect views like that for everything, but I don't. It's all a process, and I actually do think one day we will have the views for this, because the amount of people that really do like the podcast and stick with it tells me that it is good. It's just that because of how busy me and George are, we're maybe just no advertising it as well as we could be, and maybe no getting the right eyes on it to make people go and tune in, which is down to us to change. But that
Will all come.
That will come, exactly. So fuck you, wee guy that was trolling me.
So it's been a busy week. We just want to give you a wee update on the church.
Before we do, one of the main reasons I know I made sure to crack this Monster at the start, because I actually got a wee story
Oh,
about how I
nice.
ended up drinking Monster, right?
tell
And I
us
think
then.
it's quite funny. So I hate energy drinks. I used to hate energy drinks, right? But I thought Red Bull tasted like shite, normal Monster tasted like shite. I felt like they all tasted like battery acid, right? So I never liked the energy drink. And then during the summer, first of our summer camp, when I was basically burning for both ends of the stick, not I mean, just pure gone, basically no taking a second off. JTT, one of the wrestlers, brought me some cans of Monster Energy. He was actually bringing us in like
Prime, is it not?
no, Prime, sorry, my bad, nearly fucked this story already. But he's bringing me in Prime, normal Prime at first, and then he got me some Prime Energy, pardon me. And the normal Primes we were using for like raffles and that, for shows and stuff, and like, I was getting to the wins in the camp. But then he gave me the energy drink. I couldn't obviously give them to the wins. And I was like, I'm going to try one of these, because I like them I like Prime. And the only reason I don't like energy drink is because I don't like the taste of it. But these are like flavoured, so I'm going to see if it tastes like the blue Prime. And I drank it, and it was actually very nice, and I enjoyed it. So I was like, I'm going to just keep drinking these. Bang, bang, bang. Started getting a wee bit of an addiction to the Prime energies. And then it was one night I was going to do to England for TNA, when I was reffing for TNA on pay-per-view for the first ever time. I was reffing I don't know if I've told that story, but I'll tell it again one time. But no, they knew. But I was driving down, and the boy I was driving down, we had like a big 12 case of Monsters, and he's like, "You want one?" And I was like, "No, mate, sorry, I'm not a Goth, not I mean, don't drink that Monster." Patch that. And then obviously I had my own wee cans of like, Prime Energy. And then when I got to England, obviously it was like a long drive home and stuff like that. So I was like, I'm going to get another one in for the drive back and stuff. And I went in, and it was like, back when it was ridiculously priced, and they were trying to charge my tails. Like, I don't even charge. I paid £2 for it back in Scotland. I'm not paying a tenner for it in England. Because it's no something like I'm on holiday in Spain or something like that, where you get Monopoly money. You're like, oh, I'll pay for it. No, I mean, here we go. Hey, no, I'm not paying a tenner for a fucking Prime Energy down in Newcastle. So fuck off. So then I did that, and then we were driving back, and I was like starting to get a bit sleepy and that, and the boy that was with us obviously wanted to make sure I stayed up, so he's like, "You sure you don't want to try one of the Monsters?" I was like, I'm not going to like it, but not. I was like, fuck it, but I'll take it just to stay up. So I went and grabbed it, cracked on, I was like, oh, good wee sound that. Went and drank it. Turned around like, cat, fuck's sake, maybe I'm in my Goth.
But and you've loved it ever since.
Aye, man, it's actually quite... It's lovely.
That's where I feel about coffee.
See, I'm getting called a pussy off all the boys and saying I've not got a fucking good palate because I don't like coffee or beer.
But I think with coffee, I felt like I had to force myself to like it. And then now it's just, to me, it tastes really, really good.
I can force yourself to like other things.
Shut your mouth.
I mean, obviously food's not, because you're obviously quite fussy.
All right.
What do you think, man?
I don't know.
Dirty bitch.
Fuck
I mean, if you wanted to try and make yourself like that, whatever you think, no.
Right. Anyways, well, what I was going to talk about was the fact that we've had a busy week down at the church.
Aye, we have.
I'll not go right into it all because obviously we've been updating TikTok all the time, but I want to talk about you having 3 papers fighting at you at the same time, trying to talk to you, and you having to speak to one paper, tell one paper not to dish the dart until the other paper came out, and then people for the paper were showing up at the hall at the same time whilst you're on the phone to the other 3 different papers at the same time.
I guess.
And
with her watching this.
What?
With her watching this.
Well, they must know the gig, fuck's sake. They work it. They obviously are all wanting the story first. And I was like a game of Monopoly. Like, also as well, like, I'm dreading the Glasgow Times coming out to see myself posing like Triple H. Because
you've got a nose like him.
That was so embarrassing, and I honestly thought like.
To be fair, I nearly bought a hamstring, man. Fuck's sake,
you kept telling me you get lower,
I've not got any more on me. I'm wearing fucking 110s, man. Or 95s for any of the wee guys that are watching.
Also, as well, like the way Shawn Michaels poses in the. Like in the pose, he's like at the side and Triple H is like behind him, but I'm at the side.
He's wanting you to do like kind of Young Bucks thing, man, where you're like,
aye, and I'm like, this is so uncomfortable. Then he was making his day out in the street in Linthouse. I was like, David, why are you actually making me do this? Because
we've got a church to renovate.
It was so fucking uncomfortable.
Did you not like it?
But I didn't mind the actual just getting our photos took at the start, but I didn't know by the end of it.
So he's on cross trainers?
I know! Why did you suggest that? So the people that had the church before have left 2 cross trainers behind, and David's like, oh, get a photo of me and Georgia and we'll kid on our own the cross trainer. And I'm like,
two's on moving the cross trainer side by side,
why
man.
Why are you doing that?
Good photo.
So embarrassing. And I bet you it's the 2 photos they pick as well.
Hopefully, man. Fingers crossed.
Oh, so embarrassing. But the amount of people that have, offered to help and stuff has
it's been
absolutely
crazy.
Amazing. Like, people were stopping me. See, on Saturday when I was taking the foam out to the car, people were like stopping me like, I'll just jump in and help you in that. And I was like, no, it's fine, honestly. Like, I'm just about to leave. But it's been a fab week. We've done a lot in the past week.
Man, tidied it up a bit. I put down the flooring and all that stuff. I actually got to go back tonight and put down the black mats and stuff like that.
What ones?
Aye.
Mm-hmm. You put them upstairs?
I'm going to try and put them down with the cross trainers and that.
Aye, good idea.
Oh.
You got him to help you?
No, I just did it myself. It'll take too long.
I don't think it will. It's not a big space.
No.
But I've been good progress. A lot of people have helped us.
Right, we're getting flooring donated. We've had people helping with the GoFundMe. We're at quarter away that already of our target, which is crazy. We've only had it up for like 3 or 4 days. We're quite apprehensive about putting it up because obviously, again, it's just all that Scottish pride thing in it. Not I mean, people fucking don't want to say people succeed and then think that they're, I don't know, always get something to say, but it actually makes us feel better. The fact that so many people have shown their support makes you feel like it is a good cause that we're doing. Obviously, more places to keep the kids off the streets and off their computers, and socialising is always a good thing. So we are moving to a bigger and better space to hopefully provide that. We've been inundated with stuff that, some of the stuff that we're wanting to do is I would really love schools to come down and have a field trip. Obviously, I went out to a couple of schools and taught bits and bobs of wrestling. Whereas I'd like maybe some schools to come out for a wee field trip, and you have them come out and you do some bits and bobs in the wrestling ring, show them about the school and stuff like that, and then have a wee mini show before they go home. I think that would be really good, really beneficial for the wrestling school, trying to create new fans and stuff like that, and new people in at the schools as well. So there's that. I've been contacted about doing ASN classes, teaching adults with learning disabilities and stuff like that as well. So there's a big scope to help a wider variety of people now, and not just the kids and the adults that go to my school. Maybe there is different people out there that can also benefit from it.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic.
See the woman that reached out to you to tell us to go to ASDA about their funding. So I was in ASDA yesterday, so I've no sorry to tell you this, and a woman stopped me in ASDA and she says, I just noticed who you are. And I just started laughing. I said, oh, hi, because I'm thinking, I don't know who you are. And she says, I'm the one that told Davie to come to ASDA to see about funding. And she says, I didn't even click that was you, because you look taller on TikTok. And I was like, all right, okay. And Bo was pure laughing. And also as well, somebody came up to me and asked, and she says to me, oh, I love what you and David are doing, and that's really fabulous that you go to church. I made a donation, so hopefully that helps you. And I was like, that is actually so nice.
How did it make you feel?
Well, really good. I used to get up here ready when people would stop or say something, but now I'm fine, because I obviously it's really nice of them to mention about the church. So I was just laughing at her saying that I'm smaller in person. You're a wee midget, to be fair. Yeah, but I do say that anyway. What?
About 5 foot.
No, I'm 5'2". I think that's a bit of standard height for a woman, is it not? And don't even say about having a size 6 shoe. What?
Don't go about measuring women, to be fair.
But I'd say I'm a bit average height. I don't know. Right, okay, so one question that I've been asked multiple times since we go to the church was, when are we getting married?
Who's asked you that?
People are just writing on the comments.
All right, fair dues. When are we getting married? When do you want to get married?
Me and David had actually booked our wedding. We're meant to be getting married in September this year in the old fruit market up the town, and we cancelled it to buy another wrestler.
Love wins. True love wins. My love for the game.
So they're so weddings are so expensive.
And wrestling, they are also very expensive.
Yeah, they are very expensive. Anything to do with wrestling's very expensive. Anything that breaks as well.
Especially in the UK, because it's so niche, but it is not. I mean, because
so
there's no, see in America, see your wrestling ring breaks, there's probably 100 people that deal with wrestling rings, not I mean, because it's so popular. There's one guy who runs the wrestling ring fucking trade in Scotland, in the UK, maybe the two, but the second guy is also very busy, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
and the second guy, he's a wrestler as well, so he doesn't he takes even longer, but his is probably actually better. But you're a bit politics, know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, but so there's noticeably I needed new ropes the other day, and you would never. I'm not going to obviously say, but you would not believe how much a pair of wrestling ring ropes are.
Yeah, I nearly fucking fell off the edge of my chair. Even though I shouldn't be surprised anymore, because anything that we need is just expensive. Also, as well, it's good quality in that, so you know that when you're buying it, like the rope snapped, but they've been used consistently. Do you know what I mean? They're getting
19
used
classes a week.
Aye. So it's not as if they were faulty rating. We got their use out of them. It's just it hurts you when something like that happens and you can't avoid it, and you need to pay for it because it's a need and it's a requirement, like right now. People are wondering why. I think they must be wondering why we've not got married yet, and that was actually on the agenda.
We wanted to get married,
but then we just thought, we want to grow this.
I was the point in spending hundreds of money on something when we could grow hundreds of money and then get married somewhere even better, bigger. Now we've got a big church to ourselves, we can get married and that keeps the costume.
We'll be using this for all purposes.
Aye, we wrestling wedding, man. They have gimmick out and all that. Somebody comes in and tries to ruin it, and then I battle that.
See, because the fruit market as well was part of Glasgow City Council, it wasn't really as expensive as maybe a church, as like a big hotel or something, like a hotel chain or something would be.
It could just change, couldn't it?
Would you say?
It was never guaranteed either, but they could just change the venue. You could just.
Oh, aye, the fruit market it gets used for an orchestra, I'm sure. And if the orchestra's on at a certain time that you book, your wedding date would be changed, but it would only have been changed within 2 dates. So it was fine, to be fair, but it was more that we just obviously picked different things to spend our money on. But actually now, I probably would like a really small wedding now, whereas back then I was picking to have a wedding that I could have as many people as possible there. It's strange. What would your ideal wedding be?
Whatever you want.
I said to my mum, I was like, I'm just going to get married, just me, David and Bo, and she said, no, you fucking aren't. So I probably would just do it. I probably would just do, obviously. I probably
a red shirt,
would maybe do like just a couple of people and then maybe have a party or something after it. But no, I'm not even bothered. I just feel so unbothered about it. But I know we've got our own church. Did you see the amount of people on the post? So on the Daily Record or on Glasgow Live, people were calling the church a chapel, and people were gone in.
I've gone raging about it
in the comments because
obviously a Rangers Celtic thing.
Aye.
But not the Rangers fans raging it's getting called a chapel, not the Celtic fans calling it one.
Aye. So we call it a church. It's always been called Lintonhouse Church.
It is a church.
So, but in the Glasgow Live, they put down that Ravie Davie was converting the chapel, and then people were like, "I wonder why they've chose to call it a chapel." Like, we never. Also, as well, we clearly did not put David down as an ex-gangster.
Like, I know, if it was me, I would have said I'm still a gangster. You know what I mean? That's sick.
But so everybody, obviously papers do that, right? So that they get mere engagement and the post gets pushed out. And David's like, are people really that stupid? But see, actually, before I started going out with David, I probably would have believed that wasn't the people that done that, and that was the person who told the story. So I feel like I've learned so much in the past few years to realise it's like clickbait and it's not actually real. Like,
they're just I was the one that done that.
Aye.
It's mental. Because people are pure thinking that I'm calling myself like an ex-gangster like that. Here, let's get some of the best comments. Right. So,
well, put your mouth to the microphone.
Sorry.
All right.
Loud enough.
Curtis has taught me well, right?
Right, a mad guy called Duncan's like that gangster. Come on now. Mad John Willie Kelly is like that ex-gangster. Full laughing faces. Not that funny, bro. William Cowan. No, it's actually he's saying well done. Cheers, Willie boy. David McD. Actually, it's D. David McD. Ex-gangster. Full laughing faces against David. I don't think it was that funny, bro. David Roach is like, I like David and what he's doing, but gangster is a bit far. Ha 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 ha. At the end. Fair enough, David. I appreciate that you like me. I never said I was a gangster. So there's that.
A woman as well. I don't know if it's on that comments, but a woman wrote that they wouldn't support David if he was fucking curing world peace.
I was doing that. I went and looked on her page. She turns out she's related to a wrestler that I know. Man that I wrestled before, you know what I mean? So obviously the wrestling beef's creeping in, you know what I mean? Creeping into the Daily Record. A guy that I actually went to wrestling training with went, an ex-gangster, fuck off, but if he's helping the kids to stay off the street, good luck to him. The reason I didn't name him is because he used to be a bare knuckle boxer, you know what I mean? So I don't want him. don't want any smoke, big man. And then somebody's like, you must be the Godfather then, buddy, but yeah, good on him. Somebody's like, he printed this headline. So there's a lot. Somebody then called me a bellend. I asked him how, and he said he said how no. I said just doing my bit for the community, bro. He's like, anyone that calls themselves an ex-gangster is a bellend. You're doing your bit though, big tuna.
Tuna?
Aye.
Oh, was it CHUNA?
No, it was TUNA. Oh. Ex-gangster. He's a goofy wannabe wrestler, and then your cousin actually came in with the assistant said, DACS, your profile says you're a supervisor at Anti-Screw Crew. I wouldn't be having a go at anyone.
My cousin James.
Aye. So I think
funny.
That's enough, eh?
But it's just funny how
somebody stuck up for me. Actually, somebody love when the record go with ex-gangster rather than young Scottish entrepreneur. I mean, you're right, Robert. I am young. I'm very young.
Exactly. People in my work were sending me it, and then I was like, "Oh, the heading couldn't have been any worse and stuff like that." And they were like, "Oh, it's just a a heading grabber in that. Like, don't take it personally and stuff. But it's embarrassing for me because my job's like this pure serious job, and then they've got David and he's like wrestling gear for 2014.
What a pure worst picture ever.
I know,
man.
I'm like, why do you keep using that picture? No, you obviously. I know it's not you. Don't worry, but Triple H and Shawn Michaels might be taking you that photo now. Might be the one they use all the time. Me and you.
Hopefully, man. What also is it? The funniest thing I found out about it was actually when George was like, man, fucking that's embarrassing and all that, man. People from my work have got to see that and all that. And then the person that she was scared about seeing it gave a big comment saying that we were doing brilliant and all that. And she's brilliant. She just loves the story and all that. Like, fuck's sake, you need to calm down, Georgia, man.
See, we were talking to you a couple of episodes ago about people in the I Come for Govern page and stuff. Somebody went in on David in one of the pages.
I was actually going to get to that, right? So I had two of these and then I was going to go into my one. So you just calm down, hen, all right? I'll show you. I'll show it, right? So I seen two of these Facebook group ones and I have saved them so I could talk about them on the page, and then I was going to get to my one. So
we'll just do that then instead of giving a full breakdown of what you got to do.
What you gonna do?
Also as well, guys, David was out with his pals on Thursday night. His pal Arthur had come up for Bristol and David was all excited. So him and his three best friends that anyone could have all went out, and David's like, oh, we're going for wings. We're going for wings after. I was like, will you go and enjoy your wings? So I didn't actually hear him coming in. But then I just woke up and just could hear somebody like really loudly swallowing, like, now that way you're fighting a whitey. And I said to him, you all right? And he's like, oh, I've got to be sick, man. This is madness. Stood up at the bed. He was actually like horizontal the way he was like falling backwards. And then he's when he stopped being sick and he came back in the room, he says, oh, just swallowed 2 big glasses of water there. This is why this is happening. Right? And then the next minute he went, I'm gone again. So then he like darted off to the toilet and was being sick for ages, to the point he was sleeping on the toilet floor. And I thought, I'm not even waking him up. What's the point if he's going to end up probably being sick in the room and it'll be me left to clean it, right? So then next thing, about 20 minutes later, he comes flying back in the room. And he's like, I only drank a wee couple of White Russians and all. I said, I don't fucking think so. Right? And he was lying there for ages. And I was like, just go to sleep. Just go to sleep. And he went like, oh, just let me feel your boob and I'll go to sleep. And I was like, why am I in bed early trying to be a nice wee lassie and I'm fucking dealing with this going. Every time he drinks now, he's just sick all the time. Just let me feel your boob and I'll go to sleep.
Who agrees?
Honestly.
But aye, so anyway, this one's for Kilmarnock chat, right? This one, so it says, I'm not going to obviously say the names right, but somebody's like, owner found and I get abuse from her. Seriously, some folk just blow my mind. Thought I was doing the right thing. So we click onto the page, right? And for context, there's a wee dog missing, right? And the woman that has seen the dog has took a picture and said, anyone lost a wee dog? New farm up from the shops at Courts, no collar on. And then she's put it into the Kilmarnock page and she said, wee dog running around New Farm, up from the shops in the Courts, was trying to stay with it until owner found. Friendly but ran away, if lost, no collar on, so can't contact anyone. And then
The owner,
WA, we'll call her, just call her Karen, right? She's wrote, where is it? I don't think it's much to like waiting on his owner to come out the shop. Is that such a big deal? Take your camera somewhere else. Are you really that bored? She spelled bored B-O-A-R-D. Could have waited at least 5 minutes to see if he was still running about. Then the person that posted said, what the fuck are you on about? I was waiting with the little dog, but it ran away from me and my daughter. We were petting it and trying to keep it with us in the pissing rain. And why are you commenting anyway in a photo of me and not the dog? Get a grip. So she's commented that on that woman's picture.
She's always been snooting on the photo, see she knew her, and then she's like, I'm fucking commenting here on a profile picture.
And then some randomers like, if you stay with Karen, you're always looked after 100. As I know, love Mrs. Who's doing the talking? In fact, don't you be stressing over a gossip. As soon as you said ran over, even looking knew you'd never leave a dog. So head high, Mrs. You tell them
Keep
we
your
can't.
head high.
Let somebody else like you tell them we can't. Then the person that put the post up's like, whatever. Carl, it wouldn't be that if the wee thing ran away and got knocked down. I thought I was doing the right thing. How am I supposed to know where the wee dog stays with no collar on in the rain? How about a thank you for looking out for him in case something happened instead of abuse?
Fuck's sake. They take it really seriously. On
Oh, I know, I forgot to add, right, obviously, Karen actually put up a rain post in the command chat, so that's where all this was coming from. She's like, I look after my dog and he's chipped and wouldn't go with anyone, and he was only out for a couple of minutes when I was in the shop. He stays 2 minutes from the shop, so he's not a poor wee dog. He's well looked after. You just want to look after at what's happening with half the poor wee dogs that go neglected with you, what you's bored or something and want attention. This one, an angry face and then the Pinocchio emoji. And then in the actual chat, there's all the people for command that are like, Karen's breaking the law and they're putting on their thing because the dog's not got a collar. Because the dog's not got a collar and that.
Oh.
Aye. So that one ended up blowing up in Karen's face. Somebody's like, fuck's sake, it's 2025, at least their dogs to run around them, so clearly not picking up their shite. That was that one. And then we've got another one. This happened in the Dumbartonshire one. Bit of a working scandal. So it goes, so here it is, what you get when you try to help someone out and get them working and make money. This guy, Johnny J, we'll call him, right? Johnny J Joinery has decided to steal £500 that was one of my customers handed him today for the job. Johnny was getting paid £120 of this money plus expenses for fuel materials, but decided he was just going to keep the lot. So please, anyone that is looking for joiners to carry out work, please avoid this guy at all cost, as this is obviously his true colours. Please share so no one gets done like I have today. So, you get a wee text message with this one, right? You go, okay, can I leave then? And do you know he gave me cash? No, who gave you cash? The guy in the flat, bald guy. Much he give you? Think 500. Fingers are all glue. Okay, hold on to it. I'll meet you later. Thumbs up. Just ahead, if you're all cleaned up in that, thumbs up. Thumbs up reply. Long way you on that job, 5 hours. If you want to meet Asda again, how long will it take you to get there? Much you want for the hours. He goes like that, sound mate, get you there. You okay with 100? The guy says 200. Then a thumbs up. Mate, I can't do 200. That 500 was the insurance settlement. I can go 120 for you. Question mark, question mark. I'm on my way to Asda. Be 5 minutes. Johnny J. Joyner replies, at airport. Long you be. We'll just wait for you. I'm here. Thumbs up. Another 40 minutes go by. You far away, mate? No, 20 minutes. Still no reply. Question mark, question mark. Phone call. Mate, what's happening? Where are you? Johnny J. replied, I'm in my mate's house and I've decided to keep the £500. Sorry. What? Are you being serious? I've been helping you out with work and you are going to steal money? This is not my money. It's really not stealing it. I'm really not stealing it. And how do you work that out? Because you're taking the piss with £100. It was 5 hours work. I paid you 300 last job. That was only a shift. You do understand this is theft. Now I need to report you to the police as this is unbelievable. Johnny replies, batter in. So obviously no scared of the consequences. It is. And then obviously all the comments. It's been shared to Scotland Scammers page and all that. So there was that. What do you think? Who do you think's in the right there?
Oh, the guy. Obviously, Johnny's the guy that stole the money, eh?
Mm-hmm.
He's in the ring.
Aye, definitely.
That's
and
a
then
shame, innit?
It led on to this, right? So obviously I was sharing about the story for the papers, right? About
being an ex-gangster.
No, about the GoFundMe, not about being the ex-gangster. Not actually, because I got barred for it. I posted that in one group and I've been fucking barred for it. But I shared the actual story of the GoFundMe. I shared the GoFundMe, that's what I done. And I'm in lots of groups because of the wrestling shows, and I was just looking at, I'm not gonna lie, I was spamming some of them, right? And it ended up in the Fraserburgh group, right? And a guy has replied to me, so why is this on here? 200 plus miles from you. Seems a tad strange. What are you wanting? So I replied, to be fair, mate, I run shows in Peterhead and share posts usually about that. And as I've started this GoFundMe, I'm just sharing it to all the groups of places I've wrestled, as people may want to support us. So somebody else replied, to be clear, because despite all the words in your post, it really isn't, and your GoFundMe has little detail. You're asking for money to fund a wrestling centre in Glasgow, I assume. Is that right? Somebody's replied, my thoughts too. And then a woman's came in, she said, one way to clear this up, guys, Hell in a Cell match, loser has to donate to the GoFundMe. Then somebody else just came in and said, perhaps you can use some of that GoFundMe money to buy some punctuation. So I've replied to the guy that started it and said about the wrestling centre in Glasgow. I said, yes, pal, that is right. And then I replied to the other woman saying, no, because that would be theft as the money is towards the wrestling sale. So if I was to buy punctuation with it, I would be, in fact, stealing. So there was me getting targeted. I actually also, this just as I slid through to my next fucking, what do you call it, screenshot. This came up as well, so I'm just going to mention this as well. I got a message off Lee Sutherland. It's in my requests here, obviously I didn't reply to him. But it said, seen you on the Daily Record. That good, what you're doing for kids. Big support. Cheers, Lee.
That was nice of him.
I suppose. But aye. So that was me. I ended up into my wee local group drama for my trying to promote wrestling school.
You love a bit of drama.
I do love a bit
You
of
love an
drama.
argument.
That's actually top 5 favourite things, aye.
Bo was saying to me yesterday that his teacher in school said to him last week that he knew his teacher knew you and he knew Bo's dad. Bo was saying, but they both bad. And teacher said, oh, your dad wasn't too bad, but David was... He wasn't a bad boy, but he was just very, very cheeky. And I thought that's him would fucking argue with a brick wall.
Who is it?
I don't know, I didn't go to Govan High, so
I need to find out who's...
I went to Trinity and Renfrew, but...
I need to find out who's getting wide, fuck's sake.
And there's 2 Trinities, there's one in Rutherglen, I know.
There's actually 3, there's also one in... There's one in Rutherglen, there's one in Renfrew, and then there's one... There is another Trinity.
Oh, is there?
Definitely, I'm checking this up.
Trinity was so different from any other school, because I was telling people at work a couple of weeks ago that we used to have to wear skirts to do PE. Like these blue skirts that came down to your knee with white polo shirts and white football socks.
There's one in Edinburgh, I know.
And you had to wear, obviously, shorts underneath. Or is it a Trinity in Edinburgh?
Edinburgh as well, aye.
So they were the days.
Were they the days? Were they your favourite days?
That was quite good days, to be fair.
And you'll be bus 23 to...
I got the 25 for Drummoyne. I used to get the Gibby.
The Gibby?
Which we used to get for Govan Road. Yes. But anyways, what?
The Gibby? What was that?
What? The Gibson?
Do you remember the wee Drummoyne bus?
Yeah, it was the best ever.
EP28.
Used to just go round and sit.
35 pence, man, for a fare.
You would go round and round and round in circles to Govan. Just be waving at everybody sitting at the back of the bus.
I think you were a Govan Falcon.
Aye. That was the closest I was getting anyway. Right, well, I think we've rounded it up for everything we had for the night.
Royal Rumble and all. It was good.
Yeah.
Enjoyed that. Wasn't it? It was gutted about the ending. John Cena didn't win. Shit happens. End up arguing with a guy on TikTok today because he said that when I show speed gets speared, it was fake. The fuck can you fake that?
People just don't want to believe.
They don't.
But
anyway,
we believe in Joe Henry.
Aye, Joe Henry debuted in the Royal Rumble. Class, man. First ever Royal Rumble, but it won't be his last. Gone up against Roman Reigns, the best wrestler in
actually
wrestling.
So amazing, like the year that he's just had.
I know. And
I had tears in my eyes when I was watching him.
65,000 people chanting for him.
I know. It was a pure pop when his song came on. I actually felt like the roar of the crowd was like you were actually there.
Class.
Amazing.
Buzzing.
Right, anyways, we're off.
Catch yous after.
See yous. Bye.
Bye.